What role does the Northern Sea Route play in global trade and logistics? If you're curious about how the Northern Sea Route is changing the game in global trade, you're in the right place. Let's break it down. The Northern Sea Route, or NSR, is a maritime passage that runs along Russia's Arctic coast, connecting the Baltic Sea to the Bering Sea. This route is becoming increasingly important due to its potential to significantly shorten shipping times between Europe and Asia. Imagine traveling from Dalian, China, to Rotterdam, Netherlands. Normally, this trip would take around 48 days via the Suez Canal. But using the NSR, it can be done in just 33 days. This time savings is a big deal for shipping companies, as it translates into lower fuel costs and higher vessel productivity. The NSR is about 4,000 miles shorter than the Suez Canal route, which means ships can travel faster and use less fuel. For example, a trip from Singapore to Europe that would take 110 days via the Cape of Good Hope can be reduced to just 70 days using the NSR. This efficiency boost can transform global supply chains, especially for time-sensitive industries. Climate change is making the NSR more navigable each year. As the Arctic ice melts, the route is becoming accessible for longer periods. By 2030, ships may even be able to navigate directly across the North Pole during summer months. This has led to a notable increase in the use of the NSR. Between 2017 and 2018, the sea transport volume rose by approximately 9 million tons, and by 2021, the traffic volume had surged to over 30 million tons. China and Russia are key players in the development of the NSR. China sees the NSR as a way to reduce its dependence on the Suez Canal and the Strait of Malacca, which are critical choke points for its trade. Russia, on the other hand, is investing heavily in the NSR to bolster its economy, especially in the face of Western sanctions. In 2022, Russia approved a $29 billion development plan for the NSR, aiming to make it a major artery for Russian trade by 2035. The NSR also offers a safer passage compared to traditional routes. For instance, it avoids the congested and sometimes volatile regions like the Red Sea and the South China Sea. This safety aspect, combined with the potential for year-round navigation with the help of icebreakers, makes the NSR an attractive option for global shipping. However, the NSR also presents some challenges. Developing this route requires significant investments in ice-capable vessels and new port infrastructure in the Arctic region. Additionally, there are concerns about the environmental impact of increased shipping in the Arctic, which is a sensitive ecosystem. In summary, the Northern Sea Route is emerging as a vital alternative for global trade, offering shorter distances, reduced fuel consumption, and lower emissions. As the Arctic continues to become more navigable, the NSR is set to play a major role in reshaping global trade routes and maritime logistics.